Now, getting to what I am really here to talk about is basically sea level rise and storm surge. Just to give you context, again, I think of sea level rise as one of the most visible things that we as citizens of Maine are seeing as a result of climate change. There's no doubt that sea levels are rising. This is a chart showing annual sea levels at Portland going back to 1912, and it's actually through 2021. So I literally updated this in February using data through January of 2021. So we don't have a whole calendar year, but you can see 2021 is pretty high right now. January 2021 was pretty high water level. But you can see this overall trend is rising, a rate of about 7.5 inches per century. That's basically matching what's happening on a global scale currently, okay? If we compared these sea level trends with what's happening on a global scale. Now, what I think is more important is if we look at about the last almost 30 years now, that rate of sea level rise has almost doubled to about 14 inches per century, okay? So the key take home here point is you look at that long blue curve, it's a little bit flatter. Since about 1990, about half of the sea level rise that we've seen has occurred, okay? And there was a little bit of a dip going back into the 80s, into the 90s. But if you look from the 90s on, that rate of sea level rise is much faster than it was. Okay, so that zero line is what we call the long-term average. So anything below that is below the average. Anything above that is above that long-term average from 1912 to 2018.